William Megill, hanged July the 26th, 1929. At dawn on Friday, July the 26th, 1929, William Hugh Megill, a 27-year-old farmhand, was hanged at the Regina Gaol for cutting the throat of a 10-year-old girl, Anna Goff, on June the 28th, 1928, at Eastbrook near Shaunavon, Saskatchewan. Megill was said to have died instantly. The hangman was Arthur Ellis. Anna was an orphan whose foster parents, Mr. and Mrs. W.A. Brooks, were planning to adopt her. Coming home from Uxbridge School, Anna had caught a lift halfway, leaving the horse and buggy. This was rural Saskatchewan in 1928, to continue on foot when she was accosted by Megill on Kaiser, a local racehorse. Both man and beast were recognized by several of the children. It seems that Megill asked Anna if she wanted to go for a horseback ride. When Anna didn't come home, Mr. Brooks went in search of her, confronting Megill, who told him that Anna had gone off on horseback with a stranger, and then Megill took off on horseback himself. 1 hour later, Anna was found buried under a haystack, her throat cut so deeply she was almost decapitated. In the language of the time, she had been outraged. Megill was arrested at Frontier, Saskatchewan, near the American border. Perhaps he planned on slipping into the United States. At Frontier, he'd had a shave and haircut, telling the barber to forget all about him, which is not in the least suspicious. Megill would be tried twice for Anna's murder, his defense pleading insanity. Megill, like other killers featured on this channel, such as Mickey Feener, had suffered a severe head injury, being shot in the head at age 13, which left bits of metal in both his skull and brain, an injury aggravated by a fist fight 4 days prior to the murder, when Megill was hit several times in the head. Megill also claimed he couldn't remember what happened, having blacked out after drinking both wine and vanilla extract. But both juries would find him sane and ready to hang. Megill spent his time awaiting execution by reading detective magazines and books by his favorite author, Rider Haggard. According to the Saskatoon Star-Phoenix, quote, Megill has read every book by that author kept on the shelves of the local library, end of quote. Said library would have been Regina Public Library, my former employer. Following execution, Megill's body was shipped east and is buried in Elmwood Cemetery in Markham, Ontario. My primary source was Melanie Cole's article, The Murder of Anna Goff, which I found at melaniecole.com, link in the description. Newspaper coverage was also sparse, probably due to the nature of this terrible crime. Melanie Cole's article even begins with a trigger warning, but I have listed what sources I did find in the description. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, comment, and consider subscribing to The Gallows, where we explore Canadian murder cases which ended in judicial hanging. And remember, if you're born to hang, you'll never be shot. Cheers.